I don't care. A win is a win. Welcome to episode 59 of the Clockenders podcast. I'm your host, Reginald Dino. Just finished watching Everton, Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. I mean, not a great game, again. Not a great game. I don't know if it's just me or my opinion or whatever or whatnot, but we play entirely too slow, in my opinion. In my opinion, we play entirely too slow. We have to deal with bad teams playing in a low block, which we have problems breaking down, but then we play slow enough to allow them to get into their low block, which we have problems breaking down. It doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense to me. We have Madueke, we have Saka, we have Martinelli, we have speedsters up top. You need to be playing balls when they have the ball and we intercept it or get it back. We need to be playing balls forward quickly. The amount of times I've seen us get the ball on the wing and then wait and then pass it 5 yards backwards, then pass it into Rice, then back to the other player, then back to Hincape, over to Saliba, back to Raya, and I don't know if that's the tactic that Mikel Arteta has put into this squad. For me, we play entirely too slow. I watched the Manchester City West Ham game. I watched the Liverpool Tottenham game. I watched the Chelsea Newcastle game. They don't play at that speed. And I know you want to control the game. I get controlling the game, and you're up 1-0 in the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes of the game. You want to control the game, slow it down, and control. I understand that. I 100% understand that. But in the 30th minute, we should not be getting the ball on the wing, one-on-one with a winger, one-on-one with a defender, and passing it 10 yards backwards. We should not be doing that. And once again, Martinelli comes on the field the last 10, 15 minutes of the game and does the exact same thing that I hate him for. He was one-on-one with a defender. The commentator even said, oh, he's one-on-one with somebody, and goes with his quick feet. Okay, I'll pass it back 10 yards to Rice. And it's just like, well, what are you there for then? What are you there for? I'd rather see Madueke. All you guys hate Madueke. Madueke would take you on. Whether he loses it or crosses it and it goes out of bounds, whatever it is, he'll try. Martinelli doesn't try it, and I don't know why. Zubamende hit the post. Trossard hit the post. Got a goal from Gyökeres finally on a PK. Should have had one before the PK was actually called. It's 2 hands in the back on an open net. I had to switch the channel. The commentators on that channel I was first watching when he had that chance was, he went down too easy. I don't know, man. Like I said in the intro, a win is a win. No one's gonna remember that we struggled at Everton, and Everton's not a bad team. I mean, I know I called them a bad team in the beginning, but they're not a bad team. But I mean, we made it a little bit more difficult. You don't get that second goal, it's going to be more difficult. It's a 96-minute garbage goal like the one we let off against Aston Villa a couple of weeks ago, or last week, whatever it was. No, a couple of weeks ago. Just takes one little squib ball to come out and somebody hits it perfectly and it's 1-1. We played in a game. We played the last game of the day, so we know Manchester City won. We know Liverpool won. We know Chelsea drew. It's time to get the points and start spreading the gap. So I'm happy we won. But again, we play entirely too slow. And I have a feeling, because well, I shouldn't even say that, but when we played Bayern Munich, it was totally it's a 180 from the way we played against Wolves and we played against Everton today. 180. And I know it's the style of play because Bayern Munich's not going to sit back in a low block because they're not shit. They're not going to sit back in a low block. Real Madrid's not going to do that either. Atletico Madrid might do it a little bit, but they're going to come out and try to play eventually as well. So when you're playing European teams in the biggest European competition, club competition, you're going to get teams that are going to go toe to toe with you. And that's where Arsenal looks like world beaters. And it's been like this for 2-3 seasons. We can't beat the low block, and I don't know why. I don't know why. You go into these games knowing that these teams are going to play this way against you, and we still can't break it down. Again, and again. 3 points. A win is a win. I got it. But I hope this isn't a style of play that we're going to be adopting against City again when we play them, in Liverpool and Manchester United and Chelsea again. And when we have to play these teams again, we better not be playing like this. And I know it's 2 games in a row where we're playing teams that are sitting back in this low block. And it's just so evident that we cannot break it down. And that needs to be something that's worked on in training. Again, I have no idea why we can't break these guys down, these teams down. But all in all, again, the performance, 7 out of 10 performance from the team, I guess. Getting the win is the majority of those points, is just getting the win. Is the lineup incorrect? I don't think so. That lineup, again, Mikel Arteta, like I said last week, Mikel Arteta should blindfold Mikel Arteta, and he should be able to pick out a team that can beat Everton. Just pointing at names blindfolded, he should be able to beat Everton. But it's a different conversation if we had lost today or even drew the game today. So kudos to Arsenal. Well done. 3 points. Still first at Christmas. We move on. I think there's a game. I think they said there's a game on Tuesday. I don't know if that's Champions League or EPL. I'd have to check that out. But top at Christmas. Well, they said top at Christmas. So I'm assuming it's not EPL game. It's probably, you know what? Let me check. This form is concerning to me against these teams because there's more teams like this in the EPL than not. Oh, it's a League Cup game against Crystal Palace. So Caribou Cup game against Palace. That should be the game for Norgard, and Cape should play again, and Miles Lewis Skelly should get run, and maybe Gabriel Jesus starts that game, and Martinelli and Madueke on the other side, and those guys play in that game. Again, any lineup you put out should be Crystal Palace, but maybe he was saving Eze for that game as well, since it is at that's at the Emirates, so I believe it's at the Emirates. Yeah, it's at the Emirates. So I don't know, whatever. Guys are getting rest, which is good. Again, guys are getting rest, but for the 900th time, we played way too slow, and I don't know what the problem is. I really don't. But 3 points. So let's get into the player ratings. We'll start with David Raya, as usual. We'll start with David Raya. Another clean sheet. Had a bit of a scare in the first half where he came out for a ball and I fell down. I don't know what the hell happened in there, leaving the net open. But our defense was able to scramble the ball away. Nothing really happened. He gets his customary 7. Urian Timber came in the game today, bombing down the right side of the field with Saka. All in all, didn't do too badly. Another 7 performance from him. Defensively was sound. Going forward, he was good. Some people think Ben White is better going forward than Timber. I believe the opposite. I believe Timber is better than Ben White going forward. He gets a 7 today. On the inside, we had William Saliba. Didn't put a foot wrong. Was battling with their striker today, and then when the Brazilian striker came in, I can't remember his name. He came in. Beto came in. He was handling him. Big strong lad. Again, customary 8 today. Didn't put a foot wrong. Customary 8. Nkape. Did he do anything wrong today? I don't think so. Keeps the ball moving. Might panic a little bit. I've noticed this in the last couple of games that he started. Might panic a little bit and just kick the ball anywhere. But as being a former defender, sometimes you need to do that. You need to do that. So it's easy sitting on the couch looking at it from the angle that we look at and say, oh, just pass it to that guy. But when you're playing on the field and you're level eye to eye with someone, and there's guys running around and everything's going around, it's hard to see those open players. So I'll give him a pass on the clearances and all of that. He gets a solid 6 today. On the other side, Calafiori's back from suspension, accumulation of yellow cards. So he's back today. Didn't do anything wrong. I was in the first half. Him and Nkape came together, trying to clear a ball. Nkape came up holding his shoulder, and I thought Calafiori went down holding his knee. And I was looking at it, and I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, the defensive injuries that we have, and the next 2 guys that go down are going to be guys that hit each other. You have to be kidding me. But to their credit, they both stayed in the game. It looked bad for me from when I looked at Calafiori. It looked bad to me because he was pounding the ground. And it was just like, oh boy, here we go. But he was able to soldier on. We'll hear more about that, I'm sure, after the game when we get the post game, or if there's any injuries or anything like that. But I don't expect him to play in the league game on Tuesday anyway. So Calafiori gets a solid 6. What can we say? Again and again and again, the engine, the workhorse, the guy that does all the dirty work. What can we say? Declan Rice. Probably, I don't know. I'd probably give him the man of the match today. He was incredible everywhere, trying to drive guys forward. And another thing that we do, guys, we give the ball away like it's candy at Halloween. We play hot potato with this football like it is going out of style. Why? What is the problem? We make our own problems against teams like this when we give the ball away, and we gave the ball away a lot today. A lot today. And I don't know why. I don't know why. From the beginning of the season, where we were just controlling the ball and no one can get it off, and I looked at this team and I said, there's not going to be a lot of teams that can beat us. At the beginning of the season, there's not a lot of teams that are going to beat it. Even the loss at Liverpool, there's not a lot of teams that are going to beat us. And I mentioned it in that episode when we played Liverpool. If this is the Liverpool that we're supposed to be worried about, I'm not worried at all. It took a worldie from Sloboslai to beat us, and I mean, we had chances to score and we didn't. But I don't know. The last these low block teams, again coming back to the low block teams, they I don't know. We just cannot keep the ball. We have a couple of moments of slick passing where we do get chances, but we cannot keep the ball against these guys, against those teams. And I don't know why. We just panic and give the ball away. You can sit down and say, oh, it's because Odegaard, he comes in there and then he calms it down. Well, he played today. I don't know. Zubamendi was giving the ball away. Odegaard was giving the ball away, and we'll get to Odegaard when I have his ratings. Because again, guys, you already know I don't know what this guy's problem is, but Moreno gave the ball away when he came in. Martinelli gave the ball away when he came in. We just kicked the ball kick a couple that we're just kicking it anywhere, and it's just, what are we doing? Anyways. Declan Rice gets man of the match, 8 performance. What else can you say? It's the same engine every week. Zubamendi, again, like I mentioned, a couple of times gave the ball away. Passed balls out of bounds a couple of times as well. They had a week off. Guys, they had rest. Their schedule has been crazy the last month and a half. It's been crazy, but they had a full week off. No Champions League last week. They got 2 days. I believe that Arteta gave them 2 days off as well. I don't know, man. I don't know if the toll of the season's already taking its toll on guys, and guys are tired and the heavy legs, but you still have 5 months to go. Still have 5 months to go in the league, and still 5 months to go in Champions League, and however you do in the League Cup, and however you do in the FA Cup. You got a ton of games left. And I hope it's just a blip. I hope it's just a blip and not playing games trying not to lose or trying not to draw. There's a difference between going out to win and trying not to lose. Difference. And I hope it's not the latter. So, anyways, Martin Zubimendi 6 today. I've seen better performances from him against better teams, so I know he can pick it up a notch. So I'm gonna give him a 6 today. This guy, I don't know, guys. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's your creative attacking midfielder. He doesn't create anything. Doesn't create anything. I've given my verdict on him before. Not my favorite player. I've given him a chance because he got injured and he was out for a bit, and I think he was playing. I hope he was playing injured last year, this season, last year. I hope he was playing injured because he was awful. And he got injured, and then he got injured in the beginning of the season, and he's coming back, gradually getting into it. But buddy, these performances have to pick up. I'm sorry. These performances have to pick up from this guy. If he's your playmaker, the guy that's going to pull the strings and set the tempo of the game, he's not doing any of that. I saw the starting lineup today. I saw the starting midfield. I saw Odegaard, Rice, and Zubimendi, and I was just like, Rice is going to be the guy that's going to probably set up all the goals, because it won't be Odegaard. Hangs out on the right hand side with Saka. I don't ever see him on the left hand side. If you're a creative player that's supposed to be the guy that's supposed to be setting up all these goals, you should be in and around, floating all over the place. You look at the guys like De Bruyne and those guys that were playing. They're floating everywhere. They're all over the field. Their heat map is crazy. It's all over the place. If you look at Odegaard's heat map, it's only on the right hand side. So if you're the playmaker, the guy that's supposed to be creating the goals, when the ball's on the left hand side, what are you doing? 5 today. Didn't do anything. There was a meme going around on Instagram, the most busiest player in the league, just jumping around doesn't do anything. Just like Alexis McAllister, doesn't do anything. I have a friend who's a Liverpool fan. I call McAllister the most do nothing player in the EPL. He does nothing on the field. Nothing. But he's world class because he bought a World Cup. I mean, he won a World Cup, so he's world class. Does nothing on the field. Alexis McAllister, 0. Different topic for a different show. He gets a 5 today. That's our captain, guys. Bukayo Saka tried his best, tried to get down the line, had opportunities, put some balls into the box. I mean, our player's supposed to be there, I guess so. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I from the beginning of this season, from what I saw last season and to the beginning of this season, I know teams are playing us differently because nobody wants to get embarrassed by us. I get it. But if you're going to be in the conversation of one of the best players in the EPL, I'm not saying the best player, but one of the best 11 in the league, it has to be more. And I know he's our star boy and he's our guy. I get it, but it has to be more. Got to be more. It's got to be more. 6 today. Who else came in? Trossard. Trossard played today. Invisible. Hit the post. Should have scored. These are the games where you hit the post and then a minute later the ball's in the back of your own net. That ball should have went in. I mean, I get it. It's bad luck that we hit the post, but there's some attempts that have to go in, and that had to go in, and it didn't. Invisible most of the game. Not the standard Trossard performance that we were accustomed to seeing. I don't know if he's still a little bit knocked from the injury. I don't know if he is. You have Madwecki on the bench. You had Martinelli on the bench. Play him in a game on Tuesday. Let's try to get his fitness up. But Mikel Arteta made the decision. Didn't backfire on us. Could have, didn't. 6 today. I'm still sticking by it, guys. I'm still sticking by my Gyökeres prediction, 20 total goals. Scored the PK today. Like I said in the intro, should have had a PK. It was 2 hands in his back on an open net. How you look at that and say no? I don't get it, but fine. It all worked out that we did eventually get the PK, but it's a little concerning that the last game 2 own goals, and this game a PK. So it's a little concerning to me. But again, W is a W. 3 points is 3 points. When they're lifting the trophy in May, no one's going to remember that we played terrible or played okay at Everton. No one's going to remember that. So getting the goal, I just wanted him to get a goal so he can see the ball go in the net, and maybe that opens the account for him going forward. So he gets a 6 today, solid 6. Subs that came in today, we had this guy, Martinelli, come in. Again, frustrating guy to watch. Talent, speed, doesn't utilize any of it. I don't know why. None of these guys are going to get ratings because I don't think they played long enough. Gabriel Jesus came in, tried to be lively. Was caught on the ball one time. In 1-0 games, you get caught on the ball, and now we're chasing. It's a problem. 3-0, 2-0, 3-0, those type of games, it's okay, whatever. He tried something, it didn't work. But in those 1-0 games in the 92nd minute where you're losing the ball, can't happen. Not in this league. But again, these guys are going to be saved from getting ratings this weekend because I don't think they played long enough to earn the ratings. Mikel Moreno came in, whatever, didn't do anything, didn't notice him. He only didn't play that long, so we really didn't notice him. So again, no rating for him. Did this guy get the lineup right? Should be able to blindfolded pick a team that can win games with the squad that we have. So whatever. Are we missing Gabriel? I don't think so. I think there's something going on with the attack. And I don't, I've said it I'm beating this horse to death, but it's too slow. It's way too slow. I don't know if this is a mandate from him or if it's just the way the game's going at the time to be that slow. I don't know, but it's entirely too slow for me. And you're going to look at me and say, well, who are you? And you'd be absolutely right. So guys, there's my review of the Everton Arsenal game. 1-0 to the Arsenal away at the Dixon Hill or Hill Dixon Stadium, the new Everton Stadium. We stayed 2 points ahead of Manchester City, who won today. Liverpool beat Tottenham today 2-1. Chelsea tied Newcastle 2-2. And there was another game today. I forget what. City won 3-0 against West Ham. So you see these guys, City goes to West Ham and they go to West Ham and beat West Ham 3-0. West Ham didn't play in a low block. They were trying to play toe-to-toe with them. But when they play us, they'll have 82 guys in the box. I don't get it. But anyways, we'll see what happens whenever we play West Ham again. So, guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Please, we're on TikTok. We're on YouTube, as you can see. Yeah, it's all free. Please subscribe. Still trying to do the analytics for Spotify. I didn't get a chance to look at it this week, so I will probably do it over the holiday break. Might do a show on Tuesday, which would be the last one for the year because I'm going away for the Christmas holidays. I won't be back until 30th. So if there are games that are in and around there, then we will have a show. But hopefully I can get a show done on Tuesday to give you guys a proper goodbye for the holidays and all of that stuff. So yeah, 1-0 to the Arsenal. 3 points is 3 points. A win is a win. And we'll go again. We'll catch you next week. Come on, you Gunners.